The title of this video makes the contention that The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is the coziest game of 2023. Now, some of you familiar with the game may be wondering, how? Let me show you. This is the Akala Ancient Tech Lab, a former bastion of learning and technological progress located in the furthest reaches of northeastern Hyrule. In fact, this laboratory is the most northeastern point reachable using Hyrule's road network. And it is from this place that we shall together embark on the coziest journey of 2023 in 2024. You see, horses in Tears of the Kingdom are pretty smart creatures. They'll jump over obstacles, dodge obstacles, and importantly for our purposes, follow the road of their own volition. All you've got to do is get on, press A couple times, and you're off. From this point on, I'm not going to control the horse at all. No moving the left analog stick whatsoever. Just letting the horse take me where it will, while enjoying the sights. That is how I intend to have a nice, cozy time with Tears of the Kingdom. A thunderstorm in Akala roils our ride at first, before giving way to clear skies and several peaceful, mountainous vistas. Though that's not to say that the moblins and bokoblins were happy about our presence, but on horseback, there was nothing they could do. Nearing the Lanayru region, the sights become much more green, but also wetter, as we ride along the shoreline of this beautiful lake. Forests and beaches make way for open plains as we near central Hyrule, as the castle looming over becomes an ever more prominent feature of the landscape, a glowing reminder of the world's troubles, and a contrast against the otherwise peaceful plains, a reminder of the darkness lurking just beneath the beauty of the world. But all good things must come to an end, as just after the Orsid Bridge we ride right into a battle talus. Our horse's final destination for us in this instance was battle and destruction. So much for coziness. As it turns out, in taking a break from the dangers of the world, we were delivered right to them. Well, let's get to work. In the Tantha Frontier, at the feet of the Hebra Mountains, there stands the Hebra Trailhead Lodge. A warm, cozy place to rest before embarking on a treacherous climb through the icy peaks of the Hebra Mountains. Or, as it is in our case, the most northwestern point in Hyrule's road network. The perfect place to ride forth from. Hopefully, not straight into battle this time. The sights as you ride through Tantha are fundamentally unlike anything you'll see elsewhere in Hyrule. The white of snow dominates the frame as you look up at peaks rising indescribably high, and yet you find land still higher in the Sky Islands, as if the mountain peaks were dripping some of their land upwards into the sky in defiance of gravity itself. Soon you find yourself beyond the reaches of the snow, crossing bridges unimaginably high above the chasms below. You may be on horseback, but so high up, you might as well be riding a loftwing. The Hyrule Ridge, while we don't stay there long, mostly just passing it by, leaves an undoubtable impression with its highly distinctive flora. Though it really is just a short, fleeting moment of the journey, as we soon find ourselves not crossing bridges above chasms, but rather riding through their bottoms. A reminder of just how small a mere man is in this world of towering cliffs, mountains, and plateaus. Nowhere does this become clearer than when riding between the twin peaks, a place dripping not just with immense scale, but also with poignant memories for any of us who played Breath of the Wild. The first landmark I sought out during the beginning of the playthrough of a game I won't soon forget. Ultimately, our horse finishes the journey, dropping us off at a great fairy fountain. A peaceful place to end such a serene journey. Before we continue, some of you may be wondering what exactly makes Tears of the Kingdom more cozy than Breath of the Wild. Don't horses behave the same way in both games? Well, sure, but these don't. Tucked away in the southwest of Hyrule, there's a civilization, a people who dwell in the desert. A race of proud warriors, hardened by perhaps the harshest climate in all of Hyrule. A climate so harsh that you can't even bring a horse into it. And so, at the very edge of Gerudo influence, at the entrance of the Gudo Canyon Pass, we begin our next ride. A ride made possible only by the tremendous work of those who came before. These bridges are an infrastructural marvel, so sturdy and long-lasting, turning a treacherous chain of rising islands into an artery of migration and commerce. Soon we find ourselves returning to the grassy plains of Hyrule, a reminder of the central power the crown once held. All roads lead to Rome, after all, or Hyrule as the case may be. Ow! What the heck, horse? I thought the talus was bad at slamming my head into a rocky overhang? Really? In the southeast of Hyrule, beyond the dense Faron jungle, there exists a humble fishing village called Lure. A once peaceful place, it's now been overrun. Okay, I'm going! Fine, sheesh. The approach to Faron is a highlight of the ride. Seeing those red cliffs rise up as you make your way towards the lush jungle is truly mesmerizing. The jungle itself is no slouch either, offering this stunning view of cascading waterfalls, unmatched anywhere else in the whole kingdom. And don't forget the skies either. The skylines are gorgeous to behold, especially here. The jungle gives way to forests, as ruins remain just as, if not more, pronounced. You realize that you are far from the first, and certainly not the last to behold these sights. Lake Hylia is stunning. From atop the bridge, you get a view as good as from any mountaintop. Though, forgive me if I enjoy the trip here a bit more. Do try to not mind the dragon. He is a tad bit territorial. A chasm seems to spook my horse, leading it to go off-road and gallop freely across the central Hyrule plains, unmoored by constraints such as roads. But soon order is re-established, as it always is, and we're back on the path in time to pass one of the most dangerous towers in the whole game, though from a safe distance on the road, of course. But danger gives way to familiarity, as my horse guides me to the Great Plateau, the place where this whole era of Zelda began, the place where today's journey ends, and a place where, apparently, there's a naturally occurring horse treadmill, so that no matter what, the journey never truly ends. And that is where our cozy, relaxing rides and tour across Hyrule ends. I hope you enjoyed this video, even if it is a bit different from what I normally make. If you did, consider becoming a patron. They got to see this video a full day early, and at every level, even the $1 tier, they all have access to the full, uncut, relaxing footage of these picturesque rides across Hyrule. I'd of course like to thank my already existing patrons, especially my $15 tier patron, Ashford Says. And that's all for me today. If you like this video, check out my others, and until next time, I've been CMeeCraft, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.